Hi everybody, I hope you are fine, you are at home. Now you are going to watch this video. Today we are going to talk about first conditional and second conditional sentences. So maybe now you are going to ask, what is conditional sentences? When we are going to use conditional sentences? When we are going to use it, conditional sentences is something that the result sometimes is possible or impossible. We have lots of conditional sentences, you know, zero conditional, first, second, third, all of them are conditionals. But just in this unit and for you, I'm going to talk about first and second conditionals. First conditional is a sentences that result is possible. For example, what? I said that if I read this book, if I do something, I will pass my exam. If I work harder, I will pass the exam. The result is something possible, yes? It's obvious if all the time, for example, now you are at home, if you practice more, if you practice harder, so at the end of the year's exam, you will pass all of them, yes? You are not going to have problem. But second conditional sentences, in second conditional, the result is a little impossible. Means we are going to talk about impossible actions, something that is not like, for example, first conditional. It's a little impossible things. Maybe it happens, maybe not. We don't know. One by the examples, when we are going to talk about it, you will understand it better. It's not a problem. And now I'm going to use Think B1 book. This is the Cambridge application. We are going to use it. And this is unit 6. This is unit 6. I'm not sure which page. Let's look at it. Which page we are in? Page 61. Unit 6, page 61. We are going to talk about it. Let's check first rule part, how we are going to make it. For making first conditionals they have two parts. First statement, second statement. In the first statement, the sentence starts with we if, and the second part, the result of the sentences. So, if the first part is if, the second part result. But sometimes it can be vice versa. Means results come first, then if sentences. It does not matter. You can write however you want. Yes? Look at here. We use the first conditional to talk about the consequence of a possible or impossible thing. I told you that for first conditional, we are just going to talk about possible things, not impossible. Condition clause, if plus here. For the first conditionals, we use if plus present simple, all the sense present simple. And the results start with will or won't. Means for the result, we need just future. If plus present simple, as you can see, result clause will, won't plus main verb. This, the condition clause can come before or after the result clause. As I told you, in the first statement, in the first part, you can write the sentence started with if, the second part result, or you can write the result, then the second part. It's not important for us, it's not matter. But if your sentence is not starting with if, you want to write the result first, so then we are not going to use comma in the sentences. In the examples, you will understand it better. Let's look here. And what is unless? One thing I forgot to tell you. What is unless? Unless means if not, if only, yes? Look at here. If not, yes? Unless means if not. What does it mean? It makes your sentence negative, yes? For example, I say, if I don't do this, I won't pass the exam. If I don't do this, I won't buy this. But when if not comes to your sentences, it makes unless. Yes, for example, unless I do this, or if I don't do this. These two sentences are same. So unless means if not. Yes, so makes your sentence negative. So you cannot write unless I don't do this. No, unless I do. It means that after unless, we just write positive sentence. So now let's check the sentences. First, I want to start from here. Write first conditional sentences, then decide in which of them you could use unless. So, first one. The environment will suffer if we don't recycle more. Yes, we have environment suffer if we not recycle more. We can write how? We can also write if we don't recycle more, the environment will suffer. Yes, so here we just first write result, then if clause, but you can, if you want, you can write if clause, then result. It's up to you. Or the environment will suffer unless we recycle more. Unless, what does it mean? If not, yes? Look at here, the environment will suffer unless we recycle more. Here our sentence is positive. Why? Because unless has negative concept inside of it. If we don't, or unless we recycle. So both of them we can use, yes? If you want to use unless in your sentences, write positive form of it. If you want to start your sentence with if, write the negative form of it. Let's check number 2. If I give this phone charity, they find someone who needs it. How we can make it? You can start it with if, or you can start it with result. Yes, it's up to you. Look at the answer. If I give this phone to charity, they will find someone who needs it. First part is start with if, so here we have present simple, yes? All the time I told you if, for the first conditional, if plus present simple. The second part start with will, yes? So if I give this phone to charity, they will find someone who needs it. Number 2. Again, start with if. We have something in our sentences, and in the second part, we need to write result of the sentences. How it can possible? If this tap doesn't stop dripping. What is dripping? When the water is dripping. Yes, tap is open. Tap is somewhere that you put water there. Yes, you are washing your hand. This is tap. If this tap doesn't stop dripping, what will happen? How much water will be wasted in a day? So just imagine that the tap is open, yes? All the time water is dripping from there. So it will waste the water. Instead, how we can do, what we should do, not for wasting it, or how much water will be wasted when the tap is open. So first time, if conditional, start with if, yes, and present simple, because it's something possible, yes? We are talking about possible thing. When the tap is dripping from tap, for example, water is dripping, we are going to waste the water, yes? It's not an impossible action. It's a possible action. So it's we are going to write first conditional. We don't need to write second one. Come here, number 3. Situation become worse if they don't change behavior. So as I told you, you can start your sentences with if, then result, or result, then if. What are we going to talk about? Situation become worse. We're talking about behavior, yes? Something behavior. If the behavior doesn't change, the situation will get worse, yes? It's something that's reasonable. When you think about it, you understand that it's something possible. It's not an impossible thing. If you don't change yourself, everything will get worse, yes? So if you change it, everything will get better. Vice versa, possible things we are talking. So it is first conditional. The situation will become worse if they don't change their behavior, or if they don't change their behavior, the situation will become worse. Number 4, look at here. Look, battery full. If you don't disconnect charger, you waste energy. What we are going to talk about? We are talking about a battery. We are going to talk waste energy. What is the answer here? Battery full. We know that battery is full. If you don't disconnect the charger, means the phone all the time shouldn't be in the charger. Your phone is 100% full. So you don't need to put it again in the charger. It's kind of wasting energy. If you don't disconnect the charger, you will waste energy, yes? We know it's a reasonable. When you think about it, you understand that this is rational, reasonable, yes? So you don't have to do it. And number 5. It's not closing, why? Okay. Number 5, look at here. If she read this book, she understands situation better. Everybody understands that this is a reasonable thing, yes? First, you have to read something to understand what happened, yes? If you don't read it, you are not going to understand. So, first conditional, obvious. So, if she reads this book, here we have S, yes? Because I said the first party started with present simple. So if she reads this book, she will understand. But if she doesn't read this book, she won't understand. Yes, something possible. And number 6, if you not stop shouting, I not listen anymore. When you are shouting, I can't listen to you. Yes, first you have to be quiet, you have to be calm. Then I will understand what you are saying. Yes, in the class all the time. When all of you are talking, when all of you are shouting together, talking together, so I won't understand anything. It's something that you saw it. It's reasonable for you. So this is the same situation. If you don't stop shouting, if you are not going to be quiet, I won't listen anymore. Yes, sometimes all of you are talking, somebody has a question. I said, if all of you start talking together, I won't listen to her. I won't understand what she's saying. So because situation is possible, it's reasonable, I use first conditional here. So I hope that you understand this part. Come here, again I want to check. This part is not that much important, just we are going to match the sentences. Because of that, I don't want to do this part. Let's start. This is first conditional. Now I want to go unit 8. Where is our unit 8? So first conditional is finished, yes? Now we are going to talk about second conditional. As I told you, first conditional sentences, all of them about possible things, something that is going to happen. But second conditional is not like this. Second conditional result, consequence may be impossible things, yes? All the time it's not going to happen. If I was there, if I was in London, I would visit, for example, my friend. But now I'm here, I'm in Turkey, I'm not in London, yes? So it's impossible to visit anyone else. These are unreasonable things. These are not rational things, something impossible. Because of that, here we use second conditional for them. Look at here. We use the second conditional to talk about the consequence of unreal present action. When we say unreal present action, it's not happening now. Yes, we know that it's impossible to happen. Or a probable or improbable future action. When we said something is impossible, so we understand that here is an improbable. Improbable means impossible future action. So, what is the formulation of second conditional? Let's check together. Condition clause, if plus past simple. In the first conditional, we use if plus present simple. In the second conditional, because it's something impossible, unreasonable, improbable, we are going to use if plus past simple here. And the result clause, consequence clause, what we are going to write? Would or wouldn't plus the verb, plus present simple verb, okay? Would plus visit, would run, would go. All of them are present simple verb, means base form of the verb. Not past, not, for example, present continuous, just simple form of the verb. The condition clause can come before or after the result clause. As first conditional, first you can write if, then result, or result, then if. It's up to you. Let's check some examples here. Look at here, first sentence. If I had a bit more time, I would go and see my friends tonight. What does it mean? It means that I know tonight I don't have time. Yes, maybe I have to go home, I have to cook something, I have to do something. I don't have enough time. So I said about impossible things, about something that is not possible. If I had a bit more time, I know that now I don't have it. Yes, if I had something impossible, I would go and see my friends. I don't have, I use second conditional. Let's check number 1. They would learn or learn more if they would listen or listen more carefully. All the time pay attention. After if clause, we need to write just past simple for second conditional, not would. The result, consequence clause, would is coming plus verb. So here, if they it's not going to, yes. They would learn more if they here listen more carefully, yes. So here we need past simple. The consequence that is learn is they would learn more if they listen more carefully. In the class I said that, for example, about last year's students, I said if they listened carefully, they would understand the English. But because they didn't listen, they wouldn't understand, yes. But I can change the last year. Last year is finished, yes. Last year finished, students went to, for example, other school is finished. I can't change the situation. It's something impossible. So because of that, I use if plus past simple, then would clause. Now let's check number 2. If my school, we have if here, yes. When we have if here, it shows us that after that we need to write past simple. So if my school was a long way from home, I would have to take a bus, yes. So my house is, for example, so close to our school, yes. I don't need, for example, every day to take a bus, to take a taxi or something like that. So but I said, if the situation is like this, if my school was a long way that I need to take a taxi or bus, so I would have to take a bus. But in this situation, they are so close together, I don't need to do this. He would lend you his tablet if you ask him nicely. Because you didn't ask your friend nicely, he wouldn't give your laptop to us. So what are you going to do? What you should do? You should, I said, if yesterday you asked him nicely, he would lend you his tablet. But because you didn't do this, so now he wouldn't give you. And here again, if. If he, obvious was, yes, because after if I said we are going to use past simple. If he was really ill, he would stay. So the answer is would stay. If he was really ill, he would stay in bed. So now I understand that I heard from one of my friends that, for example, he is at school. So I said that maybe he didn't that much ill, yes. If he had ill, if he was ill, he would stay at bed. But because here at school, it shows that he are not that much ill, yes. It's impossible situation. And number 5, I would give you her address if I knew it myself. Now I don't know. I think that maybe, for example, if I knew it, I would give you. Okay, it's not problem for me. I would give it to you, but I don't have the address. So because I didn't know, because I didn't talk about him, so I don't know. So if I knew, I would give you her address. So this is also second conditional. So today we talked about what about first and conditional, second conditional sentences. In the other units, I'm going to give you more examples of this, and also we are going to talk about third conditional sentences. They are more important for us. So I hope that everybody understands this unit. It was clear for you. You enjoyed it. If you have any other question, you can tell me, you can write. I'm going to answer all of them. And I hope that it was useful for you. Thanks for watching and listening this video.